What's cracking, guys? Bruce Matson here, your host show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football, and today we're doing a startup mock draft on the DLF simulator. My first time on the channel doing a startup draft on the simulator, so we're just going to do a heads up. 1 QB, probably about 20 rounds or so, maybe 25, and just play around with it. These picks aren't going to be my ranks. I'm just playing with the simulation. We live in a simulation. Let's play around in it. So I really want to see what it's about here on the startup draft side of the simulator. We did some rookie drafts here in the last few videos. Check those out in the archives. But now it's time to play with the simulator. I really want to see what this looks like under the hood. So here we are on the website. We're selecting the mock draft simulator, that purple box there. We're going to begin our mock draft. So here we are with the page loading up. And here you can select rookie for rookie draft or dynasty for startup draft. We're doing that. Straight up 1 QB. We'll do Superflex 2 QB another video. I'm going to be pumping out a bunch of these. So you best believe you'll have your 2 QBs. Probably multiples of them, so don't worry. Number of teams, 12. Rounds, 12. That is way too low. Actually, it maxes out at 20. Maxes out at 20 rounds, so we're doing 20 rounds. Snake draft, no timer, it's just me. We're going to hit this up on the randomizer. I got pick 11, and we're going to hit up my email. You can email me if you want. It's usually in the description anyways. And we're going to create that draft. We're going to let it ride. So if you haven't watched any of these videos yet or haven't got a chance to play with the simulator, this gives you the suggestions of who to pick. You got your cheat sheet up here per position and overall, and then your draft board. So we're going to go ahead and click Start Draft to get this party started. So I'm picking at the 111 here. Let's see what happens. So we're getting these picks going. It's going a little slower today. My thing is, if it's a startup draft, more players involved, probably takes a little longer than the rookie drafts. Here's how the draft went. Jonathan Taylor, 101. Jamar Chase, 102. Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, Najee Harris, Kyle Pitts at 107. Christian McCaffrey at 108. 109, Javonte Williams. 110, Deebo Samuel. We got DeAndre Swift, and that is a quick draft pick. I feel like in this one I'm just playing heads up, so I will go running backs earlier than kind of like what I usually do when I'm playing around. So it's my turn. Breece Hall, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins. This is between T. Higgins and Breece Hall. T. Higgins, I draft high in a lot of drafts. I feel like this is a good value for him. Breece Hall, too. However, I know wide receiver is going to be there. It's a coin flip. Wide receiver is going to be there. Let's go with the running back here. Let's stay strong at running back because I know I'm going to pound wide receiver. And once I start pounding wide receiver, I'm not going to stop. I just know how I am. I typically draft 0 RB in a lot of dynasty startups, especially when I know the next draft class is going to be stacked at running back. That's what I'm going to be doing in a lot of my leagues. But really, we're just playing this straight up. Not how I play, not with any strategies, just playing it straight up, knowing the market, knowing the flow of players and all that. Okay, now we're in the third round. And I feel like following the suggestions here and going Cam Akers, making sure I'm strong at running back because there's going to be plenty of wide receivers on the comeback trail on my next pick. So we're drafting Cam Akers. 3 deep at young running backs. And it's my turn to pick. We got Drake London, Mark Andrews, Treylon Burks, Travis Etienne, Terry McLaurin, Josh Allen, Garrett Wilson. We're going Travis Etienne to capture in that running back upside. And we are deep at running back. 4 deep. This is not a Bruce Matson type of draft. Anybody that has drafted with me will tell you if there's money in it or if it's just a regular draft. Even mock drafts when I'm playing around or just drafting it like how I like the draft and my personality, you would not be seeing 4 running backs off the board that quickly. I'm not a running back heavy guy. I'm a wide receiver heavy guy. But I know I'm going to end up wide receiver heavy sooner than later. You can look at the board here, at the positions, how they're picked through. Pretty much going straight down the list. Marquis Brown's becoming a value. Cortland Sutton, Brandon Ayuk, T.J. Hawkinson, Darren Waller. So things are looking interesting here. It's my turn. Marquis Brown. It's in a good situation. Also got Cortland Sutton, new quarterback. Those two are interesting to look at here. Those are my two options. A.J. Dillon looks very interesting. I don't know who I want. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's go Marquise Brown. I think he's in a good spot there in Arizona. And do I get a comeback quick on me? Yep, it's my turn again. And I'm going to go Cortland Sutton. I feel like those two is a good tandem to start things off with at wide receiver. And we're going into the next round. So I got 2 wide receivers off the board, 4 running backs. Looking good so far. And now it's time to just get our wide receivers. Just get them. Stack them up. Stack them up a mile high. We also got Darren Waller down there. A tremendous value at tight end. T.J. Hawkinson too. Both of them are good values. Hawkinson off the board. And it's my turn. Lenny Fournette, Christian Watson, Brandon Cooks, Jahan Dotson, Gabriel Davis, James Conner, Tony Pollard, Miles Sanders. Let's look at the positions here. Quarterback's loaded right now. I'm going to ignore that. Running back, Lenny, James. They're great for redraft. They're great for like 1-year rentals. I'm also 4 running backs deep. There's no reason for me to chase that. Tony Pollard's actually a decent discount here at round 7. Considering if something happens to Zeke, it could be wheels up. And he's only 25. Rashad White's also a good discount, but you can get him a little later. Christian Watson, Jahan Dotson, Brandon Cooks, Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk. Just seeing if there's any cheat codes here at the bottom. Some rookies, Jalen Tolbert, David Bell, Justin Ross, Robert Wood, some guys here at the back end that I like. Tight end, what are we looking at? Dallas Goedert, Mike Gesicki. Going back to the overall here. And we are in round 7. I feel like Dallas Goedert's a good value right now. A lot of people has him pegged as a breakout, but I feel like tight end's kind of deeper than usual. We got some decent young guys here, but I don't want to go too low because tight end's just funky, just too funky. I actually could go Goddard and then get somebody else like a Brevin Jordan or an Njoku and just stack that up real good. I'm not in love with the wide receiver spot right now. I feel like there's a lot of random jabronis here. If you look at a macro standpoint, we got old running backs in handcuffs. And I got Pat Freiermuth, but I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be like. He's 23. Let's go with Jahan Dotson. Let's keep it young. I like Brandon Cooks. However, if I'm doing a startup, I'm not paying up for him. I'm just not. I can't ignore Tony Pollard anymore. We're in the 8th round, and I feel like his price is going to jump. And I feel like this is a great deal. And I can get it. I have 5 running backs, no tight ends. I'm just going to have to do it this one time. George Pickens is on the board. I love him as an upside play. But I have to do it. I feel like that's a tremendous value. So we're running through the 8th round here. It is now my turn. And Kareem Hunt, Pat Freiermuth, Dalton Schultz, John Mechie. I'm not a big Dalton Schultz supporter unless he gets a contract. I don't feel like Dallas should sign him. I feel like for the talent and money, it's just not worth it considering their cap situations. I love Tyler Boyd. I feel like he is like the true handcuff wide receiver. Pat Freiermuth, a 23-year-old tight end who showed a lot of life last year as a rookie, labeled as Baby Gronk. We also got some tight ends here at the bottom. How low can I go on tight end and still not get crushed. There's no Fant. There's Trey McBride. I'm going to have to put up or shut up eventually. I might as well just go Pat Freiermuth, just in case a run happens. Remember, we got 20 rounds, so we can go a little later on quarterback. We're fine there. And it's my turn again. We're in round 10. Rashad White, Dalton Schultz, John Mechie, Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd's very interesting to me, just because he can give you those big weeks. If something's happening to T. Higgins, something happened to Jamar Chase, he's blowing up. He is blowing up. Wide receivers, David Bell's coming up soon. Might want to go David Bell, though. I feel like David Bell and Jalen Tolbert. These two here. Tolbert and Bell. Tolbert and Bell. In rookie drafts, I'm drafting Bell over Tolbert. Looks like if they got it Tolbert over Bell here, I'm going David Bell. I'm just not ignoring that. I'm just not missing out. I'd rather take him a little early in round 10. I want to make sure I lock him up. My wide receiver core is looking a little weak here, but we're going to start stacking it up. We're pretty stiff at running back, so we can continue to keep on keeping it on at wide receiver, unless there's values, but the values are going to be few and far between. We're on round 11. It's my turn to pick. Running backs available: Devin Singletary, Chase Edmonds, Michael Carter, Dameon Pierce, James Robinson, Zamir White. Wide receivers: Jalen Tolbert. I'm running to the podium for this one and I'm making that draft pick. Come on down, Jalen Tolbert. I love him in Dallas. I feel like it's the perfect situation for him. Good volume in that offense. I feel like that's going to pick up a little bit more considering their schedule, considering Gallup might start off slow. I think this is a great pick for me. Wait a second. This must be all the players because they had Chase Edmonds at wide receiver. I'll go back to wide receiver here. Alec Pierce, Russell Gage, Allen Lazard, Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is like just underrated volume, more for fantasy. Odell, Corey Davis, Nico Collins. Jarvis Landry could have a sneaky season this year. We got a lot of prospects. Tight end, Noah Fant. I like Noah Fant in Seattle, especially at this draft spot. I feel like I can wait a little longer. Quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Tua. I can wait a bit here. So let's look at wide receiver. Alec Pierce, no. Russell Gage, hard no. Allen Lazard, I mean, he can give me some one-year option here because the targets could go his way, especially in Green Bay with not much competition. We got Wanda Robinson, a young guy, 21 years old. I like to keep it young, but I already got 3 rookie wide receivers on the roster. And Nico Collins, Corey Davis, his role in the Jets has going to dissipate. And we got some more wide receivers to choose from here. And let's look down here. Sammy Watkins, Devin Duvernay. Things are starting to get a little slim. So now we're in this weird spot. Russell Gage. I am just going to pick Allen Lazard here. Hope for the best here for the short term with him and Aaron Rodgers. And he's like my wide receiver, 6? We'll go from there. Maybe on the comeback. Maybe next round I can get a young guy. So let's go to all. So quarterbacks are the top players on the board, but quarterbacks deep. We're in round 12. We're going to have to make a decision soon. Running backs, TDP, Gainwell, Marlon Mack, Keontae Ingram. There's some jabronis here. Wide receiver, we're going hard. We now have more wide receivers than running backs, which is fine. Odell, Corey Davis, Jarvis Landry, Miko Hardman, Van Jefferson, KJ Hamler, Khalil I feel like Josh Palmer is a sneaky bet. Like, not a good bet, but a guy who's in a ambiguous offense with volume there. Things could go his way. Things are starting to get bleak at wide receiver really quick. It's bleak at the top, too. I like KJ Hamler as a dart throw in Denver. I like all the Denver receivers at dart throws. I already got Cortland Sutton, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Let's look back at the running backs. This might be a good time to go with one of them. And I can wait a bit on that. Let's see here. Second tight end, Zach Ertz, David Njoku, Evan Ingram, Logan Thomas. I also got Brevin Jordan there looking at me. Quarterback. This is my time to go quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields. Man, they're in some shitty situations. We also got quarterbacks here running down. Aaron Rodgers, 38. Matthew Stafford, 34. I mean, Stafford, you can get another 10 years out of him. And you know what you got. They're getting him receivers. I cannot see him not giving you QB1 numbers. And if they're backing QB numbers, he's going to be a safe asset, a safer guy. He's on a team that's built. And let's see. Maybe he'll be back there on the run back, though. I got Zach Wilson. I like him as a cheaper dart throw. Let's look here. Things get really bad later on. So if I want to get a backup quarterback, I might as well get one of my quarterbacks now. I know Fields and Lawrence is not going to make it back to me. So right now, I am going to go with Trevor Lawrence. And then maybe I'll get one of those veterans on the comeback. Well, not that quick a comeback. So let's look at the running backs. Same. Wide receiver, same. And I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with it. And just in case Lawrence doesn't hit, I'll just go with Matthew Stafford. We're done with quarterbacks right now. We're done. I'm carrying 2 quarterbacks and a 1 QB team. That's fine. I'm no more, though. No more. And now we are going to start looking at wide receivers. I can die with 1 tight end. I'm cool with that. However, let's give this a look. Tight end got mixed in. So let's go look here. Zach Ertz and Joe. It didn't change. It didn't really change. So Marlon Mack, Keontae Ingram, Jamal Williams, Pierre Strong, Gus Edwards. And I'm good. I'm 5 deep at running back. I'll probably pick up stashes later on. Wide receiver, I'm really into KJ Hamler. I'm very interested in him and Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick looks like he's cheaper. Khalil Shakir, day 3 guy, I don't know. Robbie Anderson, it's 29 though, but it could get you the production for right now, which is good. Same with Marvin Jones. Same with Watkins. We ain't doing that experiment again. Same with Miko Hardman. This is getting ugly. Who's your dart throw? Who is it? Should I just load up on Broncos? If I load up on Broncos, I'm going to hit on something. That's for sure. But if I hit on Camler, I'm probably going to end up hitting on Tim Patrick. I like them both. Will Fuller, Shakir, Miko Hardman, I don't want any more of him. I think Jamison Crowder is a sneaky bet. Back here at tight end, we got a running back. What quarterbacks are available since you messed up and got Stafford? Okay, I could have got Carr. Could have got Cousins. Cousins is an interesting bet for this season. I'm fine. I feel good what I did at quarterback in that scenario. Tight end, I got some guys to choose from. But I feel like since I paid up for Freiermuth, but Freiermuth's kind of volatile too because of the quarterback situation. Joku's a little volatile because you don't know what's happening with Watson. Ingram, all these guys are just crazy volatile. Let's just wait on that. Let's just pick a wide receiver, just add to the core, or and get a 6 running back. Let's see here. Yep, I'm going wide receiver, and I am going to go KJ Hamler. KJ Hamler, just in case, and I don't care. I'll draft Tim Patrick on the run back, which I probably will. I'll probably do it because I like Tim Patrick. I'm not afraid to do it. I'm not afraid to do it. Or did he get drafted? Tim Patrick's down there. He's not making it back to me, but I can play chicken with him. Just see what the algorithm does. I don't like Nico Hardman. They drafted Matt Ryan. I wouldn't want that either for the long term. See what they're doing here at tight end. It's moving slow. Let's look at wide receiver. We're about out of battery. So here we are going with, I think Ertz is a good bet. Njoku. Let's go with David Njoku. David Njoku getting that tight end position together. Very interesting spot. Very interesting spot for the long term. And now we're waiting to get the round 17. Draft round 16 is complete. And now we're moving forward. Forging on. We're done with tight end. We're done with quarterback. It's running backs and receivers on the way out. So running backs. Pierre Strong, Gus Edwards, Trey Sermon, Donta Foreman. Wide receivers. Sammy Watkins, no. Jameson Crowder. Long term, though. Jalen Reagor, no. James Washington, cheap bet. How many? Okay, let's go with the running back here. And you know what? Let's do Pierre Strong here. Keeping it young. Seeing if he gets some opportunity with New England. And let's wrap this draft up. Let's start picking a little quicker here. And if something happens to Chase Claypool, we could see something. Calvin Austin come up. Julio's 33. Wide receiver just died on us. It just died. It just died on us. Back to running back. And Gus Edwards, Trey Sermon, Donta Foreman, Chris Carson. Go Gus Edwards. Get that. Baltimore high volume rushing attack there. It's always interesting. 6% battery left on the laptop. Let's see if we can finish out this draft. We got round 19 and 20 to go. If Brevin Jordan makes it back to me, I'd be happy. I don't think it's going to happen. Yep. Nope. Brevin Jordan's there. For sure. Yep. Brevin Jordan, friend of the show. I guess I wasn't done with tight end. I was lying to you. But I will take him as a prospect. It's my turn. What round are we? We are in round 20. Is this our last pick? Quarterback? No. Running back, Sony Michel, Kyron Williams, Dearness Johnson, Kevin Harris. Friend of the show, Kevin Harris. Since you guys love him, you talk about him in the comments all the time, especially during draft season. Let's finish it off with him. Just for you guys who love talking him up, you guys got some Kevin Harris. That's it for this draft. It's going to tell me my draft's over. Trevor Lawrence, Matthew Stafford at quarterback. My running backs. Let's look at this. DeAndre Swift, Breece Hall, Cam Akers, Travis Etienne, Tony Pollard. That is strong. Wide receivers, little weaker. Marquis Brown, Cortland Sutton. It could be all right. Jahan Dotson, David Bell, Tony Tolbert. Some youth there. Alan Lazard, KJ Hamler. Some upside there. Pat Freiermuth, David Njoku, Brevin Jordan. A little bit too many tight ends. But I wanted a value, and they're fragile. There's some fragility in their situation. So I get it. But let me know what you think about this team I just drafted. What would you have done differently? I'm going to be doing a lot of drafts on the simulator, messing around, 2QB, 1QB, you name it, I'll do it. But make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. It really fuels the channel, allows me to pump out more content. It really fuels me to help you guys out. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.